Hi guys, how's everybody doing out there? I hope everyone's got a drink. I know it's 5 o'clock somewhere. I hope you guys are enjoying your lovely Friday. Happy Friday, everybody out there. And I'm not sure if you guys are wearing pants or not, but it's okay. Aloha, Peter. Are you alohaing from Hawaii? Or is that just you joining us from somewhere within the continental United States? Well, guys, welcome to Quarantini. I'm super excited to be emceeing this show. This is our 5-year anniversary show. I cannot believe it. And we were not going to have anything stop us, so we decided to do it live. So grab your drinks. You don't need pants. We aren't going to see you anyway. But I'm excited to tell you guys how this show is going to go. Firstly, though, I'm Jessie. I'm your host tonight. Some of you guys may have seen me across the country. I'm based out of the Los Angeles area. And the Quarantini show, you guys, is really exciting because it's going to benefit hospitalized veterans, as well as we have a artist relief fund here at Pinups on Tour that we're also going to help that fund as well. And we'll get into that a little bit later on. But for those of you guys that have never heard of Pinups on Tour, where have you been? No, it's okay. Welcome to our show tonight. And let me tell you a little bit about our organization. One is we love to drink and we love to entertain veterans. That's it, Fife. No, I'm just kidding. That is kind of pretty much what we do. So we are a World War II style variety and burlesque show. We travel all across the country providing free entertainment to our military. So if you're at home, make some noise in the comment section for our military. Woo! Yay, hi there. You guys can go ahead and leave comments as the show happens as well. But what makes these shows so special that we do, normally we do them live in front of humans, like where we can actually see and touch you guys in the same room. But what makes these shows so special is it allows us to do a similar but more family-friendly version of our show inside our VA hospital and state facilities like the VA convalescing homes. So it really is a good time for a great cause. And I'm so happy you guys are joining us tonight in support of our mission. So thank you. Let me tell you how tonight is going to go. We have the beautiful ladies and man, Pinups on Tour. They're going to be doing some singing for you, some dancing for you. They may be showing you a little burlesque a little bit later on. We will keep it PG-13, but you may want to have your phone with you in case you need to turn it away from the kiddos. Although I'm sure since we're not Disney princesses, the kids will find us incredibly boring anyway. So that's what we're going to do. We'll have 20 performers joining us here, you guys. And at the end of the night, we're actually going to give out a prize to the best dress. So I'll tell you about that a little bit later on in the show. So are you guys ready to start this shindig or Quarantini? Well, if you are, grab your glass. I love it, Quincy. I love it. Grab your glass and your mask if you have one out there. And welcome to the stage live from Las Vegas, from her house. We have our wonderful songbird. Give it up for Erin Baltzar, everybody. Cheers.
never could my Prince Charming be. But a man came along, made my life like a song, and taught me these words of ecstasy tenderly. I want some hugging and some squeezing and some mugging and some teasing and some stuff like that there. I want some petting and some spooning and some happy honeymooning and some stuff like that there. I used to think that love was just a lot of rubbish. A mess of cabbage, a mess of cabbage. But now my attitude is wholly lovey-dovey. And baby, you've done it. I want some kissing and some hoping and some missing and some hoping and some stuff like that there. I want some leaping and some chasing and some weeping and some pacing and some stuff like that there. And when I get a certain feeling, I confess it. There's really only one expression to express it. I want some hugging and some squeezing and some mugging and some teasing and some leaping and some chasing and some weeping and some pacing and some stuff. I want some stuff like that there. A double Mickey for the icky, but all at once my heart was sung. And baby, you've done it. I want some kissing and some hoping and some missing and some hoping and some stuff like that there. I want some leaping and some chasing and some weeping and some pacing and some stuff like that there. And when I get a certain feeling, I confess it. There's really only one expression to express it. I want some hugging, squeezing, mugging, teasing, and some stuff. I want some stuff like that there.
Yay! That was amazing! Cheers!
Cheers!
There you go, cheers! There you go. Oh my gosh, I'm sure the audience, they were going crazy while you were singing. It's such a great, great voice, Erin. Thank you so much for joining us. I love it. When you're saying you want some loving and a squeezing, I'm thinking like most of the people in the audience are like, here, volunteer right here. Doesn't she have some great pipes, Steven? I think so too. So Erin, I wanted to ask you a little bit about how you got involved with Pinups on Tour. Maybe you can tell everybody basically how long you've been with the organization. Maybe start there.
Sure. Well, Pinups on Tour was actually my very first audition that I went to when I moved to Las Vegas in the beginning of 2017. So I was very fortunate to get cast and then started going out on tour with them in February. And here we are today. I love it. I've been to many new places with them that I've never seen before. So.
Yeah, that's why I always say, like, I've been through all these little towns and I've had to like Google their names and like, where are they? Google Maps, where is this place that we're going to? I love it. So what is one of your most exciting experiences, or maybe most memorable perhaps? Maybe it was a show you did, or?
Well, I would have to say that my favorite thing that I've ever done and hope to continue to do with Pinups on Tour is performing at the Marine Corps birthday ball in Las Vegas.
Yay, Marine Corps!
We love the Marine Corps.
I love it. I love it.
It's such a fun experience. It's really rewarding. I've gone now for the past 3 years with my group, the Swing It Girls, on behalf of Pinups on Tour. And it's just a really awesome event where we get to dress up and everybody, I think really appreciates the throwback to, the pinups and what we do. So it's a really, really fun event. And I love doing that.
I love it. Okay, so I have to ask you, my first Marine Corps ball, so I have a lot of Marine Corps friends. And the Devil Dogs, you guys are out of control, fun, crazy, wild. So when I first went to the Marine Corps ball, I was like, who are these people? Like, they were so well behaved, so on point. Like it was, and everybody looked fantastic from head to toe. The guys looked amazing. The women everyone looked amazing. So I loved it. It was a big room too over there.
Yeah, huge. Yeah. They have thousands of people, so it's really cool.
Awesome. And then I know you love doing that show. And I was telling everybody that we do shows for our hospitalized veterans. Can you tell us maybe about a hospital visit that you've done with us? And if there's somebody that you remember specifically or anything like that?
Yeah, I would have to say my favorite part of doing the hospital visits is, of course, we do a show where they bring folks into a larger room, but then usually after the show we get to go around and do bedside visits, and we give each person that's there, we give them the Pinups on Tour calendar that we do every year, and we get to give them a kiss on their birthday. So we always get to ask, when's your birthday? And we turn to that page. And I would have to say my favorite thing is when their birthday happens to fall on my page, like the page where I have
nice. Yes, yes.
featured, because then I think they feel extra special that they have my kiss on their birthday and they can.
They're like, this belongs to these lips. Have you ever signed your lips? Like, I'll sign my lips on that box. I'll be like, Jesse, because I'm like, you'll forget whose lips these were. So I'll like do a little, I'm like, that's my thing. I'll like sign it in case. Just
I
remember. Who do these belong to? I love it. Well, thank you, Erin, for so much for being here with us. If people want to follow you on social media, where can they find you?
Sure, they can follow me personally on Instagram at Swing It Erin, or you can follow the Swing It Girls at Swing It Girls Official.
Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you, and a huge happy anniversary. Congratulations, Pinups on Tour. I'm so honored to be a part of this amazing organization. And Julia, I'm so proud of what you have done and everything you've done. So congratulations, Pinups on Tour, and happy anniversary.
Thanks. Cheers.
Cheers.
I love it. Thanks, Erin. So our founder, Julia, she's behind the scenes running this whole shindig. So you'll get to see her a little bit later. But I wanted to tell you guys what Erin said is so true. I host different shows, and I have to say the shows that I host at Pinups on Tour and for our military have such a special place in my heart. You just get a type of love that is like no other at these shows. And we're actually going to have more of the performers out to talk about that. But before we get too far into this show, I have to do a shout out. We usually do our branch call outs before our show. So you guys all have your comment section. I'm going to go through the individual branches, and you guys have to make sure you, I don't know, give me a thumbs up if you're that branch, or give me your battle cry or what, so I know who's out there joining us in the, oh, I'm sorry, I just saw Philip. I was like, what? Inside the comment section. So let's hear it. Do we have any soldiers out there? Make some noise, Army. I know there's a couple out there because I've seen their names pop up, but I'll just make the noise then. Go Army! And then do we have any sailors out there for the Navy? And I'm out in SoCal, so we have tons of sailors out here. No? Okay, I might be going too fast. All right, if you are in a branch that's here with us, you got to make sure you comment you can do it on Facebook as well. And then, yay, Army! Go Philip. He's like, I'm trying to type as fast as I can. And then we did Navy. If you're a Navy veteran, make some noise. Or if you're active duty, you can also make some noise. Woo-hoo! Yes. And then do we have, I always call them the unicorns because it's so hard to find them even in a live show at a facility. Do we have any Coast Guardsmen? Oh, Navy mom. Yay. Go Jen. Any Coast Guard out there? It's always crickets like this at the show. Everyone makes noise, and then Coast Guard, it's like a cricket. And if I ever find one, I'm like, you're real. You do exist. Do we have any Air Force veterans out there or airmen? We're based out of Las Vegas, so we have Nellis Air Force Base. I thought a couple people were joining us in the Air Force. All right, go Air Force. And then last but not least, where are my, oh, yay, Jeremy. You're a little late, but that's all right. And then where are my Marine Corps? Any Marines out there? I give a Semper Fi. No Marines out there? All right, I'll make some noise for you guys. Yay! Oh, yay, Becky, Air Force. I love it. Thank you guys for playing along. So I wanted to tell you guys, how the night's gonna go. I mentioned a little bit earlier that we were actually gonna do a best dress competition. So for those of you guys, I'm excited about this. We want you guys to take a picture of yourself. So if you, oh, Marines, yay, guy. So for those of you guys that are at home, and maybe it's like a Zoom call where you just look beautiful from here up, but take a picture and DM us on our Facebook page, Pinups on Tour. DM us your favorite photo of you, and whoever looks the best dressed tonight, after those DMs, they're going to tell me who the winner is, and then you guys will get a prize, and we'll announce that at the very end of the evening. So make sure you guys do something with yourselves, clean yourselves up a little bit. I don't know if it's like you, were you guys really excited about this event? I was like, oh, a reason to take a shower. No, I'm kind of joking, but really not. So anyway, so make sure you guys send us a photo on Facebook. And then last but not least, I don't know if you've ever joined a Pinups on Tour show before, but we love to play drinking games during the show. So this is what we're going to do. Normally, I ask the audience to give me drinking word suggestions, and we vote on the word. So if you guys want, you can throw some things in the comment section. Let's keep it PG, people, or PG-13. But on top of that, I am going to enlist the fact that if there are any technical messes up, one thing you have to drink at home, it's the honor system, so make sure you do. Technical errors, number one, I think we're going to get maybe a little tipsy tonight. Number two, if anybody's family members come across, or even animals, they're fur babies, so if you see anybody's animals like coming through their number, their live performance, then you guys also have to drink Air Force. All right, guys, so I am going to introduce this next act for you. This is a brand new number, you guys, inspired by our sort of quarantine that's happening right now. Hi, Janine. So welcome to the stage. She created this just for you, our lovely tap dancer, Becky Fullington, everybody. love somebody made a joke. They're like, there's nothing like a clean show. I didn't steal that. I forgot. I'm sorry, sir. I saw you right there. And I was like, so cute. Yeah, she cleaned up pretty good, guys. Like, but I'm bummed. I love it, guy. I was, yeah, you're getting hand claps too. I was cracking up because when I saw her number, I was like, is she toying with our emotions, showing us these Lysol and these wipes that none of us can get? So I love that you incorporated a Quarantini in your show. So Becky has military history in her family. So can you tell us your military connection, Miss Becky?
Yes. So my dad is retired Air Force. One of my brothers is active duty Air Force, and all of my grandfathers served in World War II in both the Pacific and European theaters.
Nice. You are definitely a military rat, as they say.
Yes.
Yes. And you do have another brother who is a law enforcement, right?
Yes, he is a detective out here in Vegas.
Yay for our Leos out there. That's awesome. Okay. So you've been with Pinups on tour for a couple of years now, right? How long have you been with us, Becky?
I joined the cast in 2017, so it's been about 2.5 years.
I feel like it's like dog years. You feel like you've been around for a really long time. So what is your favorite maybe road story or behind the scenes story that you could share that's not too X-rated? No.
So I'm not going to say names because if the girl who this is about found out that I told this story or I said her name, she would kill me.
Ooh, so, do tell.
Driving back from a tour in Kansas, and we're trekking along. We're all drinking our water and stuff like we should be, staying hydrated. And this girl had to go to the bathroom so bad, she made us pull off to the side of the road and she peed on the side of the road. And in the meantime, one of our other girls is saying, "Stop laughing," while she's filming the whole thing. And then 5 minutes later, we pulled into a gas station for us to go to the bathroom.
Oh my gosh, that's so crazy. And when you gotta go, you gotta go when you're on the road. That was definitely not me. I can't do that. I don't have the talent or the skills to do that. But that is hilarious. I love it. I love it. Okay, and then do you have like a memorable moment from on show? Like, I feel like I know you perform, you teach tap as well. Do you have something like, I don't know, I feel like our shows seem like the audience is a little bit different. Do you have anything like that where you can where there's like a moment that something really sparked with you with an audience member or something like that?
I would have to say we've done so many shows that they all kind of tend to run together. I've had more of those moments in our hospital visits.
Oh, good.
So I had a moment in a hospital visit that it didn't happen specifically to me, but I witnessed it. We were doing a visit in West Virginia at the beginning of March, and Fauna, one of our other girls, is talking to this gentleman, and he is saying how he's been there for a certain amount of time. He was an artist. One of his paintings was hanging up in the facility. Oh. And I was talking to a wife of another gentleman there, and she's told me that she had never heard him speak so much the entire time. And they always, and she never knew that he was an artist.
Oh, that's so neat. I love it. It's like you find out something, people always open up to you, and I love it. Yeah. I always tell people when you do our shows, or if there's a new cast member, or when you go to a hospital visit, I always say you never know what you're going to get. And I don't know if you've had this happen to you. Every now and again, you'll get somebody really ugly crying, and they run into the show and they'll ugly cry, and you're like, what's going on? And you used to be like, oh my God, are you okay? And now it's like, who did you talk to? Like, because it's usually a response to like a veteran or somebody who came up to them and they just, are overcome with like emotion, So I love that you shared that story. Hey, Becky, if they are going to follow you on social media, where can they find you?
You can find me on Instagram. You can find me at oh my gosh, Becky, but the B is spelled with a 13 because all letters were already taken.
Yeah. Okay, perfect. Thanks, Becky. Thank you so much for joining our Quarantini show.
I'll cheers because my glass isn't over here. So
You're like, I wasn't prepared. I haven't tapped. That's awesome. Have a good one. Thanks, honey. See you later.
Bye.
Bye. We are so glad that Becky was able to join us, you guys. And I'm sure you guys have seen a little wrap-up sign underneath the bottom of the screen. So if you guys want to give back and help us with our mission, you can definitely do that on our pinupsontour.com page. It'll actually allow you to donate a calendar for a hospitalized veteran. There's a lot that you guys can do there. And by the way, I noticed that nobody put any drinking word suggestions. So I'm just going to say cheers will be the drinking word. So cheers. Up next, you guys, we have a magical lady. I'm super excited to have her joining us. Welcome, Miss Magical Katrina.
Oh, thank you so much, Jessie. Hi, everyone. So my name is Magical Katrina, and I am a magician, and I'm going to do a little bit of magic for you, but I also have a secret for you. I don't know if you guys know about this, but people are obsessed with these things. It's like a new fashion statement. You can't look out your window without seeing people wearing one all of the time. You guys know what I'm talking about. These things, right? Face masks. But like, why are people wearing them all the time? Some people think that it will help you not, pass coronavirus to other people. It helps protect you from getting like germs and diseases and sicknesses and things. And it just purifies the air, which is great because I live in Los Angeles and, we need that. But you guys don't know the real reason that they're so sought after. They're actually magical. Face masks are very, very, very magical. I know to you from here, you can't tell, but I promise I'm going to show you. So first, in order to make some of the magic happen, though, we have to come up with a special magical word. Now, one of my favorite magical phrases that I like to use, especially in this time, and especially like when I'm at the supermarket, is "don't touch me." So that's one of my favorite magical words. And I'd like you guys at home, I can't hear you, but I would like you to, join along with me and do some magic. On the count of 3, we're going to do something very, very magical with this face mask, and we're going to say the special magical phrase, "don't touch me." Okay, 1, 2, 3. Don't touch me. Woo! Okay, no, I'm using my thumb. Let's try that one more time. I didn't hear you. I feel like the magic didn't work because you guys weren't loud enough. So I want you to do it with me one more time. Are you ready? Okay, 1, 2, 3. Don't touch me. Oh my goodness. Magic. Amazing. You guys are very, very talented, but that's not the only thing I can do with this face mask. I can actually do a couple other things. As a matter of fact, I can actually make stuff appear. So I don't know about you guys, but one of my favorite things to do is to binge shows on Netflix and eat chocolates. So I'll show you what I do when I want to make some chocolate appear because I don't want to go to the store and like risk getting infected. I go like this. 1, 2, 3. Don't touch me. Oh, yay. Thank you. Nopa. Okay, let's see if it works. Oh, a Ferrero Rocher, my favorite. Hazelnut and chocolate. Okay, you know what? I'm going to let you in on a little something. I pulled some magician-y fancy sleight of hand. It's actually not even sleight of hand. I was so busy telling you about Netflix and making magical snapping sounds. While you weren't looking, I actually did something that magicians do all the time. It's a very famous move. It's called a toe palm. Right? So you guys were watching my hands and watching the face mask and like writing fancy things and participating, which is awesome. But while you guys were distracted, I took my toes and I put this up in the screen and I used my toe to actually put it down here. And so I did that and you guys just totally missed the part where I made it appear. Wait, where'd it go? Okay, anyway, it's fine. We will make it appear again. And this time, I'm going to make it appear with my toes in the screen so we can use some real magic. You're going to be able to see my toes, and you'll be able to see my hands, and you guys will know that there's no funny business happening because all of my limbs are visible. Well, at least the ones you know that I have. Okay, so on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Don't touch me. I'm going to wiggle my toes and my fingers, and bam, That's not chocolate. Oh, God, that's toilet paper. I have too much of that already anyway. Oh, my goodness. And they won't let me return it either. It's very frustrating. That's not a very useful thing to have. Okay, well, here, I'll show you something else that the face mask can do. We're actually raising funds right now, right? So the face mask, because it's magical, I can wear it, and I can like, you know, change money. So here's a $20 bill, right? And with the power and magic of the face mask and not touching each other, watch. So when you donate to the Pinups for Tour Artist Relief Fund, we'll take your 20 or 100 or whatever you donate, and we'll take that 20 and we'll use it to provide entertainment, joy, and give back to those in need. So your 20 might disappear, but it goes somewhere else and helps other people out, like artists and veterans and people that, you know, really need it. So you guys should definitely donate, and you can help me turn this dollar back into a 20. Yay, magic! And plugging the show. But it wasn't just me, that was the face mask. I couldn't do that without wearing the face mask. Here, the face mask can also help me do very important things, like card tricks. Here, let me show you. Okay. I'm gonna adjust the screen for this part of the feature. So this is my friend, Shane. We're gonna do some social distancing magic. Because of coronavirus, I've had to be a little creative because, you know, people don't wanna like touch me or go near me, and magic's not a super essential service. So we have this little guy. So he doesn't ever have to actually touch the cards. So hold on to that. Okay, now I'm gonna shuffle these cards. They're all different. I want you guys to see they're not all, you know, 2 of hearts or ace of spades or jack of diamonds, because that would make my job really easy. And we're gonna shuffle the cards. Super classy. And you know all the different cards, right? The suits and things.
I do.
Cool. I like your tiki shirt. It's very vintagey.
Oh,
And cut the cards. And now you're going to take that, and I just want you to pick a card from the deck, anywhere in the deck that you want. Pick a card. It can be any card at all. I don't want to see it, and I want you to show it to everyone else. Don't show it to me. Have you guys seen the cards? Make sure they've seen it.
They've seen it.
They've seen it? Okay, great. Now I want you to put it back anywhere you want. Amazing. Okay, now I want you guys to not forget the card. Okay, now if you saw the card again, you would remember, right?
I would.
Hope you would.
Yes.
Yeah? Okay, so it wasn't this, right?
No.
Wasn't on the bottom. And now, was your card one of these cards?
No.
No? No, that's just me showing off. Cue the laugh track, Julia. You know what? That wasn't your card?
No.
We didn't say the magical word
Ooh.
or the magical phrase. Do you remember the magical phrase, Shane?
Don't touch me.
Exactly. Perfect for social distancing. So on the count of 3, 1, 2, 3. Don't touch me. And let's see what happens. Oh my goodness. Your card pops up to the top of the deck. Here, I want you to do the magic and have it happen in your hand claw. So let's take your card.
Yep.
Okay. And now put it back in the deck anywhere you want. Shove it in. I don't even want to see
All
where it went. Okay. And I'm just going to show you guys my hands again. Just, you know, there's no funny business. I'm not like hiding the card in my fingernail. Another secret thing magicians do. Okay, on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Don't touch me.
Don't touch me.
Okay. Oh, and it comes back to the top again. Here, I can do it even faster. Just as fast as coronavirus spreads. Oh, that's dark. 1, 2, 3. Don't touch me.
Don't touch me.
Oh, and it jumps back to the top of the deck. Now, come on, Shane. I know what you guys are thinking. You're thinking, well, I don't know if I believe that, you know, the face mask was doing all the magic because she was doing sleight of hand. But you know what? The face mask knew what the card was the whole time. What? Magic! Card drop! But you know what? I heard it's a cocktail hour, not a card trick hour. So I thought I would make something else appear with it. On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Don't touch me! Oh, yay! It's a cocktail! Cheers!
Yay! I love it. Magical Katrina, that was so cute. I love that last one where the drink just comes right into your hands there. That was amazing.
So magic.
Okay, so where are you out of, Katrina? Are you
I live in
Los
Los
Angeles
Angeles.
based?
Mhm.
So you're out in LA. You're like me. You're quarantining. I have my own mask here. I got a patriotic one. I'm just not wearing it right now. I don't know if it's magic, but it is America. But okay, I have a question for you. How long have you been doing magic for? Dude, this is something you've done since applause. Absolutely, Andrew. Applause. Have you been doing magic for a while, Katrina?
I've been doing magic for 8 years for children's parties, and then close-up magic for about 3 years for adults.
Nice. And then you've done our Pinups on Tour live shows before. I remember seeing you, I believe it was in Downey, perhaps.
Yes.
Yeah. So what's it like doing magic for all the veterans out there, for like adult shows versus kids shows? And is there a difference between the two?
Well, the veterans are a little bit more well-behaved.
Wow. That is the first time I've ever heard that. Yes. You guys scored there. They're like, oh, I feel like they're wild. But that's funny compared to younger children and stuff like that. So the kids are running all over. Hi, Marika. Hi, David. So that's awesome. And do you have like a moment that kind of stands out to you from Sean? He's like, lies, veterans are not. So do you have a moment that maybe stands out to you that from like a Pinups on Tour experience at all?
Yeah, I remember when we did the show in Downey, we had several people coming up to us after the show, which is something I don't experience a lot when I do like kids parties or just parties at bars. You don't have people coming up and being like, thank you so much. This was really like amazing that you guys threw this event for us. And I feel like, veterans don't get as much celebration and credit as they, deserve. And so having us come and do a show for them and is really a really freaking cool thing that we do, and doesn't get done enough. And it was really rewarding. Like it's more rewarding than like, just doing like a birthday party with a bunch of ponies for 5-year-olds.
Absolutely. I can imagine. Well, thank you so much for joining us here tonight. The afternoon is finally, is it 5 o'clock? No, not even, but whatever. We'll drink anyways. If they want to follow you on social media, how can we find you?
So my Instagram and TikTok and Twitter and all that is at the Magical Katrina.
Okay.
Magical Katrina was already taken, so I had to add the to it.
Perfect. Well, I'm sure we'll all run off and follow you. Thank you so much for coming and entertaining us today. We love it.
Thank you so much.
Quarantine style.
And cheers to happy anniversary to Pinups on Tour. 5 years is amazing. Like, you can almost have a magic show for your birthday party.
Yay!
Oh, you did.
I love it. Happy anniversary. Cheers. Bye, Katrina. Thank you so much. All right, you guys, I am going to keep this show on the road. I love this next number. It's beautiful. I always say no burlesque show would be complete without a fan number. We have a little burlesque here for you. Welcome to, sorry, I had a little fly. Welcome to the stage, Miss Vivi Vedette, everybody.
Make yourself comfortable. Ooh. Make yourself comfortable. Ooh. Make yourself comfortable, baby. I've got some records here to put you in the mood. The phone is off the hook, so no one can intrude. I feel romantic and the record changes automatic, baby. Sweetheart, we've hurried through our dinner, hurried through the dance, left before the picture show was through. Why did we hurry through the dinner, hurry through the dance, to leave some time for this? To hug a hug and kiss a kiss now. Take off your shoes, dear, and loosen up your tie. I've got some kisses here, let's try one on for size. I'll turn the lights low while you make yourself comfortable, baby. Sweetheart, we've hurried through our dinner, hurry through the dance, left before the picture show was through. Why did we hurry through the dinner, hurry through the dance, to leave some time for this? To hug a hug and kiss a kiss now. Take off your shoes, dear, and loosen up your tie. I've got some kisses here, let's try one on for size. I'll turn the lights low while you make yourself comfortable, baby. Make yourself comfortable, baby.
Wow, I'll be right over, Vivi. Hold on. Yay, amazing. Applause, applause. I know, fiery, hot. Woo, she is hot, right, Alexa? Alexa's giving you flames. She's like, I'm hot, I'm hot. Can we just also say the guys are like, that's cute. I love everybody's little things they're putting in there. Can we just say, I'm sure everybody was focusing on this and not you. No, I'm just kidding. But I was like, how amazing is her couch, you guys? You're decorating. Your interior design, darling, is amazing. I'm in my bathroom with a blank white wall here. Yes, I think we deserve a cheers to Miss Vivi again. Cheers! So Vivi, you actually joined Pinups on Tour a little while ago, and I know you were trying to join us. You have a story about like how you came to us and had reached out. Tell us a little bit about how you endeavored in here.
When I first got into burlesque and was like training and taking fan classes and stuff, maybe about like 4 years ago, I found Pinups on Tour in my search of random burlesque troupes, and I love Pinups on Tour, and I immediately sent in my materials. I emailed, messaged, and I was like, oh, please take me, and I didn't hear anything for a year. So they didn't see me then. But a year later, they were like, hey, what are you? Are you available for this tour? And this one, like, yes, I am.
Yay!
Yeah.
That's awesome. And I have seen you perform with other troupes as well. And I feel like our audience, cheers, exactly. I feel like our audience is unique. What's your show experience like with our audience versus like other shows you do?
Oh my goodness. Well, we were talking about this a little earlier in the week, and Pinups on Tour is so special because everybody just seems so grateful anywhere we go, wherever we go. And in LA, sometimes people can take dancing ladies for granted, but not only go out and we perform for veterans of all kinds. It's awesome.
Oh, I love it. Do you have like a funny behind the scenes moment that you can share with us or anything like that? A funny road trip story, perhaps?
I'm trying to think funny.
I think I should like funny, maybe slightly traumatic. It's funny. I always laugh because when we go into our shows, we never know what we're gonna get as far as like the change room goes or anything like that. So, like, was there been like the most oddest place you changed into costume? The most oddest place maybe you've changed into costume?
Definitely kitchen. I'm trying to think. There's probably different ways in there.
Yeah.
There, but you know, lots of like racks of paper towels.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
You know.
It's not all the glamour that we see in front of us today, right? No. Road life. It's you can write your own book. Well, I just wanted to say thank you so much, Vivi, for joining us tonight. And if people want to follow you, which I know they will, where can we find you on Instagram?
On Instagram, it's the @ at Vivi Vedette, VIVIVEDETTE. And on Facebook, it's just my real name, Victoria Raphael.
Oh, nice. Well, thank you, Vivi, for joining our 5-year Quarantini show. We appreciate you coming out.
Joyeux anniversaire depuis notre 23 de Saint-Annie.
Yeah, we cheers. Merci. All right, you guys. Well, ladies, I got to talk to you here for a second. He loves this intro. Not only do we have ladies at Pinups on Tour, we have guys as well. And coming to the stage here to tantalize you, there he is, our tap dancing sailor sensation, Buddy Watson, everybody. Cheers.
What? That's not Jesse. What's going on here?
Hey.
Becky. Oh, I see
Because
what
I'm
this is. You tapped earlier and I'm going to show you up tonight. Oh, okay. All right, well, I'll let you go ahead and start while I catch my breath and sip on this little summer juice here. Go on, go on. Let me see what you got. Uh-huh.
It's on. All right.
trying to make me dizzy. All right. Air 5.
Good job, virtual
Air
high
five.
Hey, don't touch me.
I should have five you guys because I did nothing except enjoy that tap challenge. Buddy Watson, how you doing, honey? Cheers
Pretty
to
good,
you.
Jesse. How you doing?
Good. I saw your mommy joining us. Hi, Mama Watson. She said you're awesome and do the laundry. No, I'm just kidding. She didn't say that. But Buddy, can you tell us? You are a Navy veteran. Can you tell everybody you know what you did in the Navy? You know, the unclassified version, like
The
where you
unclassified
served.
version is pretty much the same as the classified version. I was an electrician on submarines. I did maintenance on all the electrical things, and I wiped up a lot of oil and lots of all that fun stuff. And then I was a recruiter for a few years, so I learned about the whole big Navy and all that jazz here in LA, and that's how I got to meet the wonderful pinups on tour.
I love it. So you were a submariner, and I'm saying it right? Because everyone says submariner.
I like Submariner. That's the way I like it.
Yeah, you're like a mariner of the sub. I love it.
Yeah.
Well, okay, you've been with us. I thought your story was really interesting. Do you remember how we found you? It was kind of like a happy accident with a show whoopsie that happened at the Legion. Can you tell everybody about that?
Yeah, it was sort of the first time. Pinups on Tour wasn't necessarily Pinups on Tour yet, but they were basically the people who were going to become the first cast. We're doing a show at Hollywood Post 43, and I had just joined like that month or something. And they were doing a big event. And I happened to know the guy that was MC in the show, and I had met him at some other event. He was an Army vet. I was a Navy vet. We were talking about breaking into entertainment after you get out of the service. And somebody was having a wardrobe malfunction backstage or something, and he had to kill time. And he just looked around and saw me sitting on the floor. I was about 4 or 5 martinis or something. And he said, "Buddy, yeah, he's going to be a tap dancer one day. Get up here, shoot your stuff." I was like, "What?" These shoes, and oh man. So I said, "Put the mic on the floor," and he held it down there. And I did something, I don't know. But Julia saw it, and we the history was made from there.
Yeah, I actually was co-hosting that show with him, and I remember being like, you know, when your co-host is out on stage, you want to come and rescue them. And I remember being like stuck in an outfit, like I can't help him. And all of a sudden I hear, and like you just went on and on and on for like what seemed an eternity, so we could figure out whatever the malfunction was. But you killed it, and all I could hear from backstage, trying to frantically get in my outfit, was this amazing like pounding taps. So I thought that was so cool. I have my iPad. I wanted to show you this photo because I love when we can share stories from the road. Do you remember this at the Boston Police Post, this gentleman? I don't know if you guys can see
that was one of my
met.
favorites.
Can you tell everybody a little bit of like what happened? Do you remember? I could fill you in if you don't.
Yeah, no, I totally remember. I was actually thinking about that. This guy was a huge Gregory Hines fan, and he had never been to see Gregory Hines live. And I believe he had like tickets to a show that was coming up or something where he was finally going to get to see him. And then Gregory Hines was sick, and he ended up dying before he got to do the show. So I was actually working on material from the movie Tap at the time that I was doing that show in Boston. And I performed that whole routine, and he remembered it like he was watching the movie. And it was one of the greatest moments of, you know, that instantaneous connection with somebody in the audience and getting to give them something that they'd always wanted to see. You know, I'm no Gregory Hines, but at least I got to give him a little bit of the steps.
That was so beautiful because he was telling me about it, and I was like, the show was over. He's like, "No, don't bother him. Don't bother him." I was like, "No, he can do Gregory Hines. I've seen him do like all different types of tap dancers and different genres." And like, I feel like his face just like, you guys, if you guys would have been there, like I actually started like tearing up watching him. He kept looking and was like, "Oh my God," like, "Oh my gosh," like I can't believe I'm seeing, Gregory through Buddy Watson. So I just have to say cheers to you because you always make our veterans smile inside and outside the hospital. And Buddy, if people want to follow you, where can they find you?
Here on Facebook, I have Buddy the Entertainer page, but also on Instagram, Buddy the Entertainer. Pretty simple, straightforward.
Well, perfect. Thanks for joining us, Buddy, on our 5-year anniversary show. Cheers!
5-year anniversary, Pinups on tour.
Awesome. And guys, we're going to keep this show on the road. I'm excited. Buddy was coming from LA. We have the opposite side of the coast. Live from New York City, we have a brand new cast member here to entertain you, Miss Olivia Belfi.
I can't hear anything. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay. Let me just put my mic in. There we go. Now this song is dedicated to a very special someone. What do I care for fortune and fame? They never mattered a lot. I never had that much to complain, long as I got what I got. I've got rhythm, I've got music, I've got my man who could ask for anything more. I've got daisies in green pastures. I've got my man who could ask for anything more. Old man trouble, I don't mind him. You won't find him around my door. I've got starlight, I've got sweet dreams. I've got my man who could ask for anything more. Anything more. Daisies in green pastures, same man as before. Trouble will always find me. That's the way it should be. I've got rhythm, it makes me happy. Music that makes me wanna sing. I've got a man, ooh, what a man. A beautiful man I adore, who could ask for anything more.
Yay! Amazing! She actually had to plug in a mic, you guys. Yay! Amazing, Olivia. She's just unplugging her mic. Somebody said, like, intoxicating cuteness, which I think is so true. I love it. You got a little song, a little dance. You look adorable. I just think, I love it. I wonder if those gloves would count if we wore those out for our social distancing and stuff. You're like, I'm going in style, darling. You're like, hold on, let me go shop for my toilet paper. Oh my gosh, so Olivia, you're brand new to the cast, right?
Yes, I'm brand new. I've only been on one tour.
Tell me about, yay, yeah. Ryan's like, yay, welcome, firstly. And tell me about your one tour then. Did you have any special moments? Did you do a hospital visit?
Yeah, we did a hospital visit and a show, and from the moment I got in the car with these girls, I knew that it was going to be great. We all clicked right away, and I love them so much. I can't wait to see them again. And the hospital visit and the show was just incredible. I've never been able to use my talents like that to give back to the community before, and it was really special.
I love it. And then for the hospital visit, can you kind of explain to people how, like, what your experience was when you went to the hospital? Like, how does that work? Do you do a show on the floor and then go visit the people, or what was the hospital show like?
Yeah, so we kind of just found a space in an open area, and they had brought in all the veterans around us, and we did a show right in the middle of all of them. And then we went around and we signed calendars and kissed their birthday if they remember, and if not, you kiss a random day and it's your birthday now.
Yeah, exactly. And then you just have a beautiful lips on there. They're like, cool, this is a celebratory day anyway. I love it. Well, thank you so much for joining us for our Quarantini. I'm excited. I hope I get to meet you. I know we have an East Coast cast, and I've gotten to see you guys perform, and you guys are all so incredible. So I'm excited to share more journeys with you. So happy 5 years to you, Missy. And
happy 5 years, woo!
And you're so talented. If somebody wants to follow you on social media, how can they find you, Olivia?
My Instagram handle is Olivia_Belfi, just like my name right there.
Perfect. Yay. Thanks for joining us, Olivia. Have a good night, your time. Good evening.
Good evening.
Bye. All right, you guys. And Olivia was mentioning we have calendars that we donate to our hospitalized veterans, so that if you guys are wanting to donate a calendar for a hospitalized veteran, that's part of what our funding goes to. So it's a little gift, a little token of appreciation we leave with them after our show. I know she was so amazing. Well, we have traveled all across this great nation, entertaining some fantastic veterans and active duty service members that I invited a few of them here tonight to help me out with a patriotic game. And they're all, we got them all popping up. Look at this, look at this, look at this. All right. I feel like we're like the Brady Bunch a little bit. Here's the story, okay? So this is going to get crazy rowdy. I'm just going to go across so that I kind of have you guys introduce yourself. So to this side of me, we have, we're joined out of Virginia Beach with the Navy Special Operations Foundation. Can you guys say your name and if you're in a branch and a little bit about what you do?
Absolutely.
Yeah, Harvey, I'm in the Navy.
My name's Susanna Fisher. I was an Army veteran. I currently run the Navy Special Operations Foundation.
Nice. Well, thank you guys for joining us. We always do their gala in Virginia Beach, and we're super excited. They're going to have one in October, and they also have a Memorial Day event that we're going to be part of that's going to be virtual now. And I have photos that I'm going to show people later from your guys' gala because they're very subdued right now, and I have a feeling you guys are about to get wild because they're much wilder than this in real life. And then to that side is Sean joining us from the great state of Texas. There you go. Sean, we have done VFW visits for you over there, and we just obviously love you. One of our Texas posts. Sean, tell us a little bit about where you guys are located at.
Okay, I'm the post commander in the great state of Texas in the city of Lewisville, Texas, which is kind of a suburb nestled between Dallas and Fort Worth. I've been commander of my local VFW for 5 years, and this will be going into my 6th year as commander of the post. We've hosted the Pinups on tour, I believe, 4 times.
Yeah, I think since almost the beginning. Like, I think you're one of our OGs. Yes.
And we love having y'all. Y'all are always such a great group of people. We've never had a problem, and we've always just loved having y'all.
And I have some blackmail pictures from your post too that I will show later on. They're fun. They're fun photos. But I have to tell you guys. So this was hilarious. I don't know if you remember this, Sean. When we did our first show at Sean's post, I wasn't booking the shows at the time. And so we do burlesque and variety. And we're like, oh, I hope he knows it's going to be some burlesque in the show. And the person who had booked it was like, I don't know if I 100% told him or what. And I was like, we can't be busting out freedom tatas and have people be like, what's happening? So I was like, I got to ask him. Do you remember me coming up to you? I was like, come here, I got to talk to you for a minute. It's a variety show. He's like, yep, it's a variety show. And I was like, there's some burlesque, right? And he's like, yeah, there's some burlesque. I was like, do you know what that means? And he's like, bra comes off, nipples stay covered. I was like, yep, you're good. Okay, let's do this. But like just trying to explain to him because we're like, I hope we're on the same page with that. So we love Sean. He always brings us the best barbecue. And then I'm going to go down to Alyssa right below Sean. So Alyssa, welcome. And Sean's an Army veteran, by the way, if you didn't say. Miss Alyssa, you're joining us from where? Tell everybody and your branch.
So I am from Vancouver, Washington, and we have had you guys out to our post 3 times. Hopefully they release us all from quarantine so we can make it 4 this year. And I am an Air Force veteran with a dog playing with a squeaky toy balloon.
Oh, I was like, look, I thought it was a kid. I was like, what is happening? I hear a little kid. Everybody drink. We knew there would be live mumbo jumbo happening.
Yeah.
And I love it. Yay. Oh, exactly. There you go. Drink. Oh. I just saw next to Jeff over here, Commander Sterling, you have a friend with you joining us from Arcata, California. Tell us about you and your branch. Who you got with you?
Jesse, you told me you were missing one person, one military branch,
Yes?
and I would never let you down. So I found a unicorn. This is wrong.
You found a Coast Guard!
I got you a Coast Guard. We love you up here. We had a great time. I even had my first vice carry you home that night. And
yes.
as far as I know,
and not because I was drunk either. Not because I was drunk. But
because you couldn't perform because you hurt your ankle before you came to our show.
Yes.
As far as I know, I'm the only post got a bag of dicks out of Rice Christmas trees.
So he's referring to his Christmas treats, and I have a lot of Marine friends that got me into eat a bag of, and so for a holiday, I baked Rice Krispie shaped penises, and then I send them out to my Marine friends out there, and I said, Merry Christmas, and basically eat these and enjoy. I actually have a photo. I'll show you guys later. But this is true. His first fight, I was on crutches. I just rolled my ankle the day before. And I am not a small woman. For those of you guys who've never met me, I'm 5'9". I'm not going to say what I weigh, but I weigh more than most men do. And thank God he had a giant, what was it, your first fight? Who's like, how tall is Hilario? I don't, 6'2", 6'3"? He's a big Marine. And he fireman carried me all the way up the street, down steps, up steps, and I was like, it's okay, you can put me down. I don't want to kill you because I'm thinking this man is going to fall and I'm going to get worse hurt. But he made it. I didn't think he'd make it up the last flight. He made it all the way there. So I'm excited that you guys are all joining me. Lots and lots of love for all you guys. So I wanted to have, because you guys are some of the most amazing posts out there. We love all of our posts, but I knew you guys were the right people to get in this game. We have all branches represented: Army, Navy. Oh, no Air Force. Damn. Okay. No Air Force. Oh, Air Force. Sorry, you know what? Hold on. That's a mess up.
Yeah, take a shot. Yeah. I brought you the unicorn you didn't have.
Yeah. So now we are complete. So I'm going to tell you guys what you're going to do. This is going to be a timed exercise. I am going to give you guys 1 minute to get in your most patriotic gear for bragging rights of who is the best of all time for Quarantini. All right. So are you guys ready to do this? Audience, are you ready to see this go down? It might get a little weird. This is rad. Okay. Oh, Robin's rooting for you. Nurse Commander Robin. Okay. Let me start my clock, and ready, begin. All right. Everyone's running around. Uh-oh. I feel like I need some music. Bum, ba-na-na, do, 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 ba-na-na-na, do, 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 ba-na-na-na, do, 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 ba-na-na-na, do, 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 ba-na-na. Oh my gosh, some people are really fast. Oh, hello. I just saw some stuff going on. Woo! Red hot. I love it. Okay, she's got her little flag. we still have Navy Special Operations. They are mostly made up of EOD tech, so they're very on point. They have 20 seconds. Oh, excuse me, you guys are back.
We got a little mixed up.
I love it. Okay, everybody's done? Everybody's done? Okay. We're gonna stop here. Oh my gosh, I love this really tight shirt. Okay, so we have, this is amazing. Oh my gosh, you guys all did so good. Okay, so we have, what do we got for you? Let's start with Navy Special Operations. Do we have like a commando? What's happening here, Susanna?
So,
We mixed up our clothes today.
yeah, we got a little mixed up. I guess I'm a Navy EOD technician.
Nice.
You know, I've served in few different, well, I guess, combats that span through 3 different presidents. I think I'm as patriotic and American as...
Yes!
Really.
I love it. Harvey is actually the active duty guy here, but I love it. And then Harvey, it looks like you raid your wife's closet here. What does your shirt say? Navy girlfriend?
It was in the beginning.
Nice.
Navy wife now for 12 years and raising two beautiful girls, and I run the Navy Special Operations Foundation.
I love it. I was thinking, he said he was going to dress in drag. I was thinking there was going to be a wig, but they were like, it depends on if the kids are up. Depends on if the kids are up or not.
I think our older daughter has it somewhere.
Somebody else stole it? Did somebody else steal it? Okay, I love it. Thank you guys. Okay, and then Sean, what happened over in your area? Like, I just saw, like, did you just switch hats?
I switched hats.
Like,
Hey, I'm so gosh dang patriotic. I pissed red, white, and blue. There's not much I could change into.
Exactly. I like it. Good answer. Okay, and then wow, Alyssa, Miss Air Force, I thought things coming up and I was like, what is happening? Hello, beautiful. What happened over there?
Well, this is a burlesque show, right? So
Nice.
Taking stuff off.
I love it. Go Vancouver. She's like, Air Force. Okay, and last but not least, Commander Sterling. You look like you're Captain America.
United States Marine Corps. We rock, Captain America.
Yay! And I love it. You did bring a Coast Guard. I'm gonna hold on. Let me confer with my judge. Hold 1 second, please. Tell Jeremy that he says hello. By the way, Sean. So Judy, what do you think? I think we need to take it to the audience to see. She's also very patriotic here. I love it. She's got one in hand and one in her fanny pack as well, wearing her I prefer to go commando, right? I'd rather go commando shirt.
Go commando?
So she also has a lovely mask on too. So I don't know. She might be your guys' biggest competition here, but we'll see. So if you guys want to vote for whoever it is in the comment section, who you think is the winner, Captain America.
Captain America.
Starting in. All right, everyone's got an opinion. Jeremy, Judy says hi. She misses you. She misses you so much. Well, thank you guys all for coming out. I know they would all invite you guys out to their post, so I want to just do a shout out for Navy Special Operations Foundation, you guys. They have a Memorial Day 5K run happening, so make sure you hit them up on Facebook, Navy Special Operations Foundation. For VFW post in Louisville, I mean, Sean, he pisses red, white, and blue. You gotta go check them out. And Jeremy has girlfriends like this. I'll show you guys photos. She's over here quarantining with me. Then Alyssa, I don't know very many people who work at the Post who were willing to do a little burlesque as well. So make sure you check her out in Vancouver area. And last but not least, Jeff Sterling and our Coast Guardsmen to your other side in our unit. You guys just redid your Veterans Hall, so you have like a new party area, a new bar. Oh, excuse me. Nice. Well, we will have to come down and party with you guys. Thanks for hanging out and checking us out and sticking together, guys. We really appreciate you guys. And we send you much love from Pinups on Tour. Thanks, guys. Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Yeah.
Bye, Judy. Bye. Awesome. Oh, we have such, I'm going to put Judy down. She's going to take a little nap here. We have got so many great posts, you guys, with us, and we have more people joining us. And if your post is here and you guys are watching now, make sure you comment and just say hello from whichever post that you guys are coming from. We love you guys. And I want to say cheers to all of our military and all of our veterans and active duty service members. And next up, you guys, from New York City, we have Alana Jones, everybody. Yay! And thank you to your camera operator.
Of course, my mom.
Yay, Mom! I love it. It just goes to show you, like, you know, we all need a little help from a friend, and you were all over everywhere. It was awesome. Awesome job. So cheers to you first off for all your hard work. And then tell us a little bit about you, because I know that I haven't gotten a chance to work with you. How long have you been with the cast and stuff?
I've been with the cast since last June.
Mm-hmm.
It's almost a year now, and I'm based out of the East Coast, so New York.
Nice. And in the year that you've been doing, have you done a hospital visit, Alana, yet?
Yeah, I've done several hospital visits. I was on the last tour with Olivia, so I did the one she was just talking about. But
oh, nice. Awesome. And what was your thoughts on the hospital visit? Did you have any like preconceived notions? Were you like, how are we going to perform in a hospital? Like, what were your thoughts?
Yeah, so a hospital visit's actually the first thing I ever did with pinups. So my very first like tour, the first stop was a hospital visit. So I was a little scared, like a little tentative going into it, but it was just such a great way to ease in, and it's so fun. Sorry, I'm like out of breath. It's so fun. It's so rewarding to do.
Like, I have to say, people, I'm not a dancer myself, so people don't get, like, I don't think they comprehend how hard you guys are working, because as we did rehearsal yesterday, they would come to, like, talk, and they're like, and I'm like, oh my God, you guys are working super hard, so totally fine. And I always like to tell, like, everyone wants to know kind of behind the scenes stories. Do you have any funny, like, road trip stories or any like that behind the scenes?
So on the East Coast, I think we're just bad with directions. Like, we get lost all the time, so that's fun sometimes.
Nice.
Frustrating, but
yeah,
it's really fun and just funny memories. We play like, what do you meme in the hotel rooms, and
That's
yeah,
cute.
it's fun to
I
be
love
together.
it. Well, we're excited that you're part of our cast, and thank you so much for joining our party celebration with Quarantini. And Alana, where can people find you if they want to follow you on social media?
You can find me on Instagram at Alana R. Jones.
Yay! Well, thank you so
Thank
much
you.
for coming and working so hard. Cheers
Thank
to
you. Cheers. Happy 5 years.
Happy 5 years and 5 years more. We love it. Thanks, Alana.
Bye-bye.
Well, I am excited, you guys. The woman behind the curtain, pulling all of our strings and making this social media live stream happen, our founder, Miss Julia Reed Nichols. Happy 5
Yay!
years. Really excited.
Cheers!
That's amazing. I can't believe it's been 5 years and I don't even run the company. So congrats. Can you tell everybody like how this all got started and like kind of like the evolution of how this came about?
Absolutely. So Pinups on Tour started as a volunteer project in 2015. We started putting on shows inside our VA hospitals and entertaining our veterans. And the really cool thing about the internet is when people started finding out about what we were doing, they wanted us to come across the country. So we put together our variety and burlesque show that we do at VFWs and American Legions to help fund those hospital visits. So it's been a great 5 years, and I'm just so grateful for all the support. Yeah.
Nice. And do you have a military background? Like you're a civilian. Like what made you think like I want to do this show for the military?
So yeah, my dad, he was a pilot in the U.S. Air Force. And I guess I always grew up with just kind of a strong patriotic spirit. And as an entertainer, there's very few ways you can give back that really make you feel like you're making a difference. And the wonderful thing about Pinups on Tour is that we get to entertain people oftentimes when they need entertainment the most. And that's really why I value our mission. The shows that we do at VFWs and American Legions are great. But the main thing is that those fund our work inside VA hospitals and nursing homes, which is really the heart of our organization.
I love it. And what's your favorite part of being a head of this company? Like I must be super rewarding, I would imagine.
Yeah, I have so many favorite parts. I get to spend time with people that inspire me. The veterans that are our supporters just amaze me every day. I also get to hire really amazing artists to produce the shows and create the content that entertains all of our supporters. It allows me to service two communities that I really love, and I think that's what I value most.
I love it. And tell us, so speaking of like the two really amazing communities that you're serving, the proceeds from tonight's show go to both the veteran community and the artist community. Can you tell us a little bit about where the donations are benefiting?
Yeah, so you can either go to our website or you can go to Facebook, either one, or anywhere you make a donation until April 30th on our website or Facebook is going to go towards this fund. And what it is it's our COVID-19 Artist Relief Fund. A lot of people don't realize that the thing about artists is they kind of fell through the gap in the stimulus bill. They're not W-2 employees. A lot of them have a hard time showing their income in a way that makes Uncle Sam happy, so they don't qualify for the same stimulus programs. So while they have no work, because obviously events are canceled, they don't have the same financial support a lot of other people have during this time of crisis. So we're collecting funds and we're asking our supporters to give generously. If our performers have ever made you smile, please donate to the fund and we will make sure that it gets directly to them so they can get things like groceries and gas and rent. And we're closing out the fund on April 30th, which means we're going to give them the money on the 1st. So hopefully it'll help a couple of them make rent and things that month.
I love it. And I know the events have been canceled and I love this live stream that you put on. Are we going to be doing events inside of hospitals? Didn't you kind of come up with like a cool, neat way to incorporate the artists to continue to do the hospital visits? I thought this was so neat. Tell us about that.
Yeah, so one of the things that really disappointed me most about this whole crisis is we weren't able to do our visits. Obviously, the population inside VA hospitals is super vulnerable to what's going on. So we don't want to expose them to any of those risks. But we also want to reach out to them and let them know that we're thinking about them and that we're there for them in the same way as we were before the crisis. So we've actually connected with several VA homes. We're going to be setting up virtual visits where our cast can perform, talk one-on-one. And in the instances where they're close enough for us to get them the calendars, they're also going to be getting the calendars, sanitizing the calendars, and then handing them out to the veterans on the visits that include the notes from our audience members that we have for the last few shows. So we're trying to continue the best we can in this new world.
I love it. And Julia brings up a special thing that I love that she does. She actually, not only do they get to see a performance and have somebody there perform for them, some of the sweetest messages, and you have a video you'll show towards the end that people just break my heart with like how amazing and how appreciative they are. And you have like a video that captures it like perfectly. So make sure you guys watch that towards the end of the show. But I want to say I love how we donate the calendars and the messages that we get written on the back of them. And there's still a way for them to maybe like send you a message if they want to say something specific to put on the calendars, or can we still?
Yeah, if you make a donation to the fund and you're like, hey, for the calendars that are going out, I really have a message, whether you want to dedicate it to a family member or a friend or yourself, or you want to connect with somebody else that served in the same unit as you, whatever it is, just send us a message on Facebook, send us an email. All the communications are being monitored right now. So just get us a message and we'll make sure to respond to it and let you know that it's going to be handled, it's going to be put on a gift and handed to a veteran that honestly, they've been in isolation now for well over a month. So I'm really looking forward to spending a little time with the veterans.
I love it. And can you just share with us maybe like one of your, I know there's probably so many favorite moments out there, but I just wanted to see if you could share with like a moment that really touched you or that kind of speaks to you that you remember, if it was a veteran or a visit or something like that. I mean, it doesn't have to be sad or anything, but just something that you know, and I know there are so many.
Yeah, I mean, I know the one that kind of made me realize that this was something really special. And that, so as a performer, we do a lot of jobs that we don't care about, right? And I was at this event. It was called Being Over Wendy's, and it was a gathering of World War II veterans.
Mm-hmm.
And I sing regularly. I'll Be Seeing You, which is a World War II classic. And I sang the song. And after I sang, I noticed this man crying in the corner, and I just went over to go talk to him. And he told us this really special story about he unfortunately had been sent in on really bad orders. And him and his whole unit had been very injured during some operation. They were all kind of lying on the beach just waiting for help. And he heard one of his comrades singing, I'll Be Squeezing You, which is a song he would sing on the phone to his girlfriend, which is an adaptation of I'll Be Seeing You. And when he woke up, he found out he was the only man in his unit to survive. And so just hearing our music took him right back to that moment, took him right back. And it wasn't that he was sad to remember it. It was just that it was a very memorable thing, you know? So
I remember that.
That's why we do it. Yeah.
I remember that. So I was with Julia and I remember asking her, we were trying to think of what song she should sing at the beginning of this event. And she's like, should I sing this one, I'll Be Seeing You? And I was like, I've never heard of that song. And I was like, nah, do something more classic, like Boogie Woogie Beagle Boy or whatever. And so when it's one of those things where I love doing these shows and these visits because you never know who you're going to touch and vice versa. And she came over. I thought something was horribly wrong after the show. She came over like bawling. And I actually, every time you sing that song, it makes me tear because I remember this story from this gentleman. And I mean, it's such a beautiful song and it has such like a meaning for me now. And I'm so glad you shared that story because for me, that's what I was thinking of when you said that. I was like, I hope she shares that.
Yeah.
Because she does this song like you guys, it's usually after intermission and it's a beautiful song. And I just think of him singing it to his sweetheart during like World War II but he changed the words to "I'll be squeezing you," and I'm not gonna sing because you're the singer, but it's such a beautiful story, and I'm so glad you shared that. It's just one of many, I'm sure.
Yes.
Yeah, and then I just had a question because I know you're seeing the behind the scenes. Is anyone sending you any best dressed photos, maybe?
Yeah, they are, but I gotta like look at it. So give me. I'm not a tech whiz. I'm trying to figure this all out.
You're doing amazing.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I'm doing the best I can.
Oh, I love it. People are saying they love
but
that
yeah,
song too.
no, honestly, everybody stay tuned. We have amazing performers coming up for you guys. Anything you give on our website anyway through our merch or through our donations is going to go back to our artist relief. And like I said, a lot of performers really fell through the gap. They haven't had income in over a month now, and we really would like to help bridge that gap for them. If you guys are having a good time, you can always donate a calendar.
So cute.
You can always get a tank top.
Nice.
Right? Because wait, you can't see that. Now you
Yeah, we can see it. I'd rather go commando.
There
Judy
you go.
is also sporting it as well.
Yes. There you go. And then we also have our t-shirts.
Nice.
And then all the other stuff on our website. So anything you get helps support the fund this month. We're not collecting any of it for the company. We're just giving it back to the artists. So please give generously. And with that, I think people are ready for more entertainment.
I love it. Well, thank you, Julie, for coming in front of the scenes.
Of course. We're happy to be here.
We'll let you get back to it. She's like running all of this. It's amazing, you guys. So if you guys do have it in your heart to support us, like she said, you can go to the Facebook page or the live stream page. And we just really thank you so much for your support and for tuning in and getting our name out there for all of our military. And but from the bottom of our hearts, the reason why we do this is we just have we're just, I guess, patriotic at the end of the day. And we really thank our military for their service and their sacrifice, because we all know that freedom is not free in this country. And I just love that there are people out there that, like you guys, that are supporters, that we're here to remind people like, hey, like, I don't know, just thank you. And we are appreciative of everything that you guys do. So with that, I want to say cheers, or actually more like America, for you guys out there. And I'm going to bring out the next performer. Hello, Bridget McKinnon.
Hello.
Welcome. She's here to entertain you. Take it away.
You had plenty money, 1922. You let other women make a fool of you. Why don't you do right like some other men do? Get out of here, get me some money too. You had prepared 20 years ago. Wouldn't be wandering out door to door. Why don't you do right like some other men do? Get out of here, get me some money too. Get out of here, get me some money too. Why don't you do right like some other men do.
Ooh, so pretty. I love it.
Thank
Very
you.
Jessica Rabbit. I love so sultry. Cheers to you, Bridget. I haven't met you before. So you're based out of the Las Vegas area. I know everyone's like, wow, wow is right. I know. So you're based out of Las Vegas?
Yes,
And then when did you join Pinups on Tour?
I joined Pinups on Tour. Well, first I performed with the Swing It Girls with Pinups on Tour back in April of 2019, and then I did my first solo act with Pinups on Tour in August.
Nice. And did you guys stay in Vegas, or where did you have your show at?
The first one was in Laughlin, and then we went to Texas.
Oh, wow. Nice. The great state of Texas. We saw Sean out there. That's awesome. And what brought you to Pinups on Tour? Was there something about the mission you connected with, or?
Well, it's about the mission and the style. I think it's so important to remember where entertainment came from in this country and to be able to help people go back in time with that music.
I love it. I love it. And you are so perfect for the style. I'm sure you get that all the time too. You're just beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And Bridget, I know because you're based out of Las Vegas and you've probably done a lot of shows. I always like to ask people, especially when they're newer to our organization, what do you see as the difference maybe in the audience members or participation of doing this show for active duty and veterans?
Well, active duty and veterans are just so appreciative. Like, they thank us all the time. They want to take pictures with us. It's really amazing, and it's so nice to give back to a community that makes our country what it is.
Well, I am so glad that you are with our organization, and I cannot wait to see you in person and go on a tour with you. And I just have to say, if people want to follow you, which I'm sure they will, where can they find you, Bridget, on social media?
You can find me at The Sweetest Bee on Instagram.
Awesome. Well, perfect. Thank you for coming here and joining our Quarantini. Cheers to you.
Thank you for having me. Cheers.
Absolutely. A beautiful voice. Thank you. Have a great night.
Thank you.
Bye-bye. I love meeting all of our performers. I hope that you guys are too. And we actually have a special interview that we are going to do right now with Nurse Commander Robin. Everybody is joining us. Yay! So we're excited. I know our show was running a little bit behind schedule. Look at you. You're so patriotic. I love it. I love it. Thank you for joining the both of us here. We're really happy to have you. We've been quarantining, so it's really nice to have company. Oh, is there more people joining us?
Oh,
I don't. A little. Cheers, cheers, everybody. We said if there's any technical malfunctions,
it'll happen when I'm on.
Yeah. Oh, look at your beautiful drink. I love it. So, Robin.
Yes.
Can you tell Wilson and I a little bit about you? And you are a lady that wears many hats. Yes, you are the commander. So tell us what you're up to at this moment.
At this moment, I'm just like the rest of the world, quarantining. I actually want to say something really quick because I don't usually dress in Navy attire.
I was like, wait a minute. She's got the leopard. Oh, yes, you're so cute. I love it. Wow. Everybody's like, what post is this I'm joining right now? They're like,
I usually am in my Army attire, but
yes.
I wanted to dedicate this moment and this episode with me on to nothing other than the damn coronavirus.
Oh, yes, yes.
But I wanted to actually do this in honor of Chief Petty Officer Thatcher in the Navy, which is why I'm dressed in the Navy gear today. I love all my Navy brothers and sisters that are currently serving and have served. So thank you for your service, and this is for Chief Thatcher.
Chief Thatcher, everybody.
F the coronavirus.
Yeah. So Robin was saying she's like everybody else quarantining from home, but she is not because she's actually a nurse. So she's very busy as well as being the post commander. And she's also an Army veteran as well, as she mentioned to you guys before. And you used to be a combat medic, right? In the Army, is that what you did?
I was a field medic in Germany.
Wow. And then now you're doing the post commander stuff, and you're out of Santee, right? The Legion there in Santee.
Yeah.
Perfect. So the audience is dying to know one question. Are you single?
I am single.
What was that? Okay. And ready to mingle.
Oh, for sure.
I love it. I love it. So you told us a little bit about your military background. You're a combat medic in the Army. I have to say, I've seen pictures of you shooting. She also likes to shoot stuff. And I've seen pictures of you shooting in your American bikini as well. Tell us a little bit about that.
You know what? Run what you brung.
What did you say? I missed it. I'm sorry.
Run what you brung. So whatever you have that you feel comfortable doing, you only really live once, maybe twice if you get reincarnated, but make the most of your life while you're here. And if it means shooting a weapon in a bikini, go for it. Do it.
I know, but I love it. And you're also like a markswoman, or what? It's like you have like.
I'm an expert.
That's what I was gonna say. It's not even like the bikini is nice. I'm not gonna lie. The bikini is nice. She pulls it off very nicely. But yeah, she is also an expert marksman. And I was like, wait, what? Another hidden talent there. And then what I was going to ask you, what's the biggest challenge? Because we do have a lot of different people from posts and legions and stuff like that. And I feel like they probably check you guys out, not just because you're in a hot little Navy outfit, but the other posts that maybe came on before, and they're seeing younger veterans sort of leading the charge. And what's your biggest challenge, or what kind of input can you give them for being successful, basically? And I know everyone wants to know, like, how to like grow their membership and basically keep this amazing organization like thriving for the future, for future veterans.
Absolutely. So I think involving the community is the biggest foot in the door to get the kids involved. For us, it's did a huge flag retirement ceremony with our community of Santee. That was big. I got politicians out there that wanted to get involved with the American Legion, and also our American Legion baseball. We sponsor a high school, and they actually did really well. They went to state this year. So getting the youth recognized that aren't necessarily children of veterans, but educating them what it's like to be a veteran, and that the veterans support the youth. Youth will go back and support the veterans, and other people that are there, parents, these children will come out to watch the kids play baseball and meet a couple veterans and see all the good that we're doing in the community. And it kind of bridges that gap of the families, the community, and the American Legion or any veteran service organization.
I love it. And you also, because you do this so well, the idea of going back out and getting involved in the community, because you also wear another hat with Vet Together. Can you tell us about that? Because I feel like this is another thing about like bridging the gap.
Right. So Vet Together is a no membership organization. It's basically come and again, run what you bring, or bring whatever you want to the table. No money, no membership. We do it here in San Diego. It would be awesome to get that going nationwide, but basically finding your unit and checking in. A lot of us get out of the military, and it's a very difficult transition once we get out to find somebody that accepts us the way we are and all of our intricacies. So Vet Together tries to down those walls and integrate folks that have been sitting on their couch and getting them back into the environment of brotherhood, the sisterhood. So if you want to look up Vet Together, that's another organization that I'm a part of with Wayne, Monica, Stephanie, and Dave.
Awesome. Okay, and then I have some practical kind of questions for you. I have this amazing mask, by the way, that I have to show you guys all. Thank you. It's actually by a Marine veteran, and he's called the Mask Making Marine. He actually does these masks free if you're active duty, if you are in the profession, the medical profession. So I'll have to send you his info. You can find him on Instagram at the Mask Making Marine. So what's the thoughts on all of this stuff as a nurse? Tell us what you think.
So of course you have to do that.
Gloves, no gloves. Like, what are we doing here? What are we doing?
Right,
Is the zombie apocalypse next? We're really screwing up the non-zombie apocalypse.
So folks that are wearing their gloves, touching shopping carts and everything under the sun, and then eating your pizza or cheeseburger, you're doing no good. You're cross-contaminating everything.
Yeah.
To me, it's hand sanitizer, wipes, and anything that's antibacterial that's actually going to benefit you the most. The masks are great if you have symptoms and you're preventing transmission from your coughing, sneezing, maybe talking heavy and spitting some droplets out there. You're getting your germs going out to the world. As wearing a mask,
well, I ended up in LA, so it's required, so she's like, do what the government says you should do.
Out of respect for others that are requesting you to wear a mask, I suggest you do that because you're going to get frowned upon if you're not.
Yeah, this is true.
Yeah. And for now, maybe not take your kids everywhere. Wait and see what happens. Actually, I'm super hopeful that now that the sun is out, a lot of the virus you'll see will drop off because I believe, in my opinion, and this isn't clinical research, that the virus will actually die in the sun. And it's nice and hot here in San Diego, so I think that we're going to see numbers decline.
I'm so glad. That's awesome. I feel like you're giving us a little bit of a ray of hope out there, being that you are in SoCal and California, being so hit hard and being a nurse. And I really appreciate, first of all, what you do, not just as a veteran and everything you do for your community out of your post, but just thank you and tell all your friends in the medical field, thank you so much for what they do. We really appreciate it. One of my last questions I had for you is, do you have any other hidden talents? Like, I feel like there might be something else up your sleeve, perhaps, or
down my pantyhose,
up your pantyhose, or something like that. She's
Don't touch my
she's getting the hair right. Okay. What is happening? I love it.
I got angel roots. So one of my favorite things is dancing, which is why I love Pinups on Tour. You guys are amazing performers. And I have a talent from when I was younger. I was a ballerina and a tap dancer. And I love yoga, so I love working out. I think that's one of the things with staying healthy, hydration, and working out. I recently discovered that I want to get back into ballet. So I bought toe pointing shoes, and I've been working on my arch. Look up, right?
Oh, dang! Amazing.
My toe pointing shoes did not come in. They're supposed to come in next week. So I don't have those, but I do have something that my post is very familiar with. So
okay, let's do it.
I'm literally on a bar stool, so hopefully I don't fall off.
Okay.
Right?
Don't fall off.
I can put my
what? I hope you stretched. That is amazing. I love it. We're like hidden talent number 2. I love it.
The funniest part is my ex-husband literally walked in the door as I was doing it.
Is he like, why did I leave? I'm like, what is happening here? He's like, oh no, he's like typical Robin.
Right.
He's like, yeah, it's a Tuesday or Friday, regular Friday day. Well, thank you so much for joining us. I have to ask you, because if I don't ask you, people will kill me. Where can they find you on? Oh, hi. Hi. Oh, hi.
They love me putting her foot on her head.
Oh, they love it. They're like, my mom's cooler than your mom. What can I say? Right. Your mom is dang cool. Where can people find you if they want to follow you on social media?
Nurse Robin, hashtag it with a Y, and you'll find me on Instagram, on Facebook, wherever.
Awesome. And then where can they find you if they want to maybe stalk you in person?
Any of the American Legion posts. I like to go post hopping.
In San Diego, okay.
Currently am the commander for the Santee post, but I go all over. I like to give love to all of the American Legions.
I love it. And then what's your home address?
Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I had to ask in case. Well, thank you so much, Robin, for joining us. We really appreciate all your support that you do as a nurse, as a veteran in the community. She's amazing, you guys. Please make sure you check out Nurse Robin. You can find her, like she said, on all the social medias. And cheers to you. Thanks for all of the info on how to keep us safe. Thanks.
Thank you.
All right, you guys. Oh my gosh, the show. We're just going to keep moving along here. We're going to bring out the next performer. Oh, this is incredible. So they actually, hello, Fauna. So Fauna is live from New York, and I have to say, she has a volunteer in her chair because normally, and you look very dapper as well, normally she sings this song to the oldest veteran in the room live at our shows. And tonight, since she can't get out to bring people into her house, she is using her husband as her volunteer. So imagine him as a World War II veteran, if you will. So take it away. Thanks for coming on.
Can you hear me okay? Oh, there we go. Whatever Lola wants, Lola gets. And little man, little Lola wants you. Make up your mind to have no regrets. Recline yourself, resign yourself, you're through. I always get what I aim for, and your heart and soul is what I care for. Whatever Lola wants, Lola gets. Take off your coat, don't you know you can't win? You're no exception to the rule. I'm irresistible, you fool. Give in. I always get what I aim for, and your heart and soul is what I care for. Whatever Lola wants, Lola gets. Take off your coat, don't you know you can't win? You're no exception to the rule. I'm irresistible, you fool. Give in. Give in.
Yay! Amazing! I love your face. Very good job, sir. His face is like, woo! And that's literally what we get. They're like, awesome.
I can't hear you. I'm having trouble hearing you.
Oh, you can't hear me? How about
no,
now?
I can't. But I will tell you that. Can you hear me?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, I will tell you that Wes and I attended the International School of Bartending, and we actually invented a cocktail for this evening for Quarantini. So if you want to make it at home,
Yes.
and sip it with us. We're calling it the Pink Pinup, and it is 1 part rum. No, sorry, 2 parts rum, 1 part triple sec, 1 part Saint Germain. It's an elderberry liqueur, and then 4 parts cranberry juice, and it is absolutely delicious. We're drinking it up and in a martini glass. Cheers!
Cheers!
And then,
oh my gosh, drink up, drink up.
And then, since I can't hear you, should I kind of speak about what we talked about the other day? Okay, so hi everyone. My name is Fauna LaFleur, and I have been with Pinups on Tour since last June. Actually, if you saw Miss Alana Bullington dance earlier, we were Pinup babies together, and it was our first tour, and we just had a complete blast. We went to Vermont, I believe, was our first tour together, and we just had the best time. And we've been, ever since then, since opening an East Coast cast, we've been traveling up and down East Coast, having the best time in all of our shows. Of course, our hospital visits, the free entertainment we provide are always our favorite part of the tour. And I'm going to share with you my favorite moments from my hospital visits. So this actually happened. It was is it Mantino? It was in a New Jersey veterans home, and we were meeting with the residents after our show, and I connected with this gentleman who was an artist, and he took me to his room to show me all of his artwork. He was an amazing painter, and when we got to his room, we noticed his roommate, who was actually not able to make it out to see the show because he was so ill. It was very clear he was nearing the end of his life. He was very you could tell he was physically uncomfortable, agitated, had trouble keeping still. We asked, what is this? What's your roommate's name? He didn't know it, unfortunately. So he said he's deaf, he's blind, he can't hear you, unfortunately. But we went to his bedside. And at the end of all of our shows, we end it by singing Glory, Glory, Hallelujah. And so we gathered around his bedside, and I touched his hand, and we all started singing Glory, Glory, Hallelujah. And he immediately stilled, almost like he was coming to attention. And he said, Hua. And it just, your heart swells because you feel so grateful to have these experiences. And it's just, it's awe-inspiring to witness that no matter how long ago you served, or for how long you served, or whenever it was, like, it's always instilled in you. It's always a part of you. So transitioning from that, I just want to say to Pinups on Tour how grateful I am to be a part of you and the amazing work you do. The happiness and the love that you spread in this world is so meaningful. And I'm so grateful and humbled and honored that I get to be a part of that. And what celebration would be complete without confetti? So,
yay!
Happy
I love it. Hi guys. That's awesome. I love it. She brought her own confetti too, you guys. Oh my gosh, such a moving story. I know we all experience similar stories like that, and you just, like I said, Julie had a moment. I'll share with you guys if you want to connect with me. I'll definitely love to share with you guys different moments. But I know we have tons of performers out here that are dying to come out and perform for you guys, and we're gonna just keep showing you guys more patriotic people. So from Chicago, we have the beautiful Crystal Kadar joining us. Chicago and
crazy. I'm crazy for feeling so lonely. I'm crazy, crazy for feeling so blue. I knew you'd love me as long as you wanted, and then someday you'd leave me for some wanting you. Worry, why do I let myself worry? Wondering what in the world did I do? Crazy for thinking that my love could hold you. I'm crazy for trying and crazy for crying, and I'm crazy for loving you. Crazy for thinking that my love could hold you. I'm crazy for trying and crazy for crying, and I'm crazy for loving you.
Wow, amazing. Great job, Crystal. Oh my gosh. So tell us, cheers to you, firstly, for that stunning soul-stirring
Cheers!
performance.
Happy anniversary, Pinup!
Happy Quarantini. So tell us a little bit about you and when you joined the group. Are you newer? Or I know you're based out of Chicago, so you're a little bit on the East Coast. I haven't had the chance to perform with you.
Oh, yes, yes. So I joined last year, sort of near the end of the tour. So I only went on one tour with them so far. We had several dates scheduled this year, but they got, postponed. But I'm just so honored to be a part of this group, and it's been an awesome experience performing for the veterans so far.
I love it. Do you have one moment that maybe stands out to you, or was it like a fan, or if you did a hospital visit or anything like that?
Yes. So on the tour, I was in Manteno, Illinois at a VFW, and there was a veteran there, one of the greatest generation. He was in his 90s. And at the very end of the show, after we sing the fight songs and Glory, Glory, Hallelujah, he,
oh, I think we're,
came to us and wanted to sing a song, wanted to get up on stage. And so, and
oh, I think, oh, it's so, Crystal, I know it's such a good story. So we're having a little bit of technical difficulties. I think it's her internet on her side. But basically what she was saying is when they were in Manteno at the VFW, they were done, and a World War II veteran came up on stage and sang this amazing song that he sang when he was in the military to the crowd, and became like a showman basically in his 90s. So to all of our World War II veterans out there, we love you, we appreciate you, and some of them are just still going at it, going strong. So cheers and thank you for your service. We're gonna keep on going, you guys. We're gonna come back to the West Coast with one of our original gals. Ooh, this looks very cabaret. Welcome to the stage, Violet on the Rocks, everyone.
I got a guy that's always late anytime we have a date, but I love him, yes I love him. I'm gonna walk right up to his cabin, see if I can get it straight, cause I want him. I'm gonna ask him, is you his or is you in my baby? Well, acting maybe makes me doubt. Oh, is he still my baby? Seems my flame flame, your heart's gone out. A man is a creature that has always been a friend. When you show one you thought he's gonna make change, is you, am I, baby? Maybe baby's found somebody new. Oh, is my baby still my baby true? I got a guy that's always late. Anytime we have a date, but I love him. Yes, I love him. I'm gonna walk right up to his cabin, see if I can get it straight, cause I want him. I'm gonna ask him, is you in my baby? Way you're acting lately makes me doubt. Oh, you, is this still my baby? Seems my flame, your heart's gone out. A man is a creature that has always been a friend. When you show one you thought he's gonna make change, is you, am I, baby? Maybe baby's found somebody new. Or is my baby still my baby true?
Yay! Oh my gosh, that was amazing. So you guys see, we are a variety show. We do have a little bit of this, a little bit of that. Everybody, you just almost broke everybody's heart there, Violet, when you went away. Everybody was just like, where did she go? She left us.
Thank you.
Oh my gosh, and she is working so hard. I know you. It's like I had no idea. Dancing, man, it's much harder than it looks. You guys
Thank
are
you.
killing it out there.
And it's 90 degrees in LA.
Oh yeah, exactly. Welcome to summer already.
Right.
So Violet, you're one of our original gangstas here at Pinups on Tour. You're one of our almost like one of our original cast members. How long do you remember you've been working with us?
I think it was maybe about 4 years.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
I am saying, what do you like about coming out on a Pinups on Tour show versus like another show? Because I know you perform all around LA. I
gotta say, the audiences at all of the pinup shows are incredible. My favorite audiences to perform for ever. I mean, I've performed all around LA, and everyone at the shows are always so welcoming, so happy to have us, and they're so appreciative. And I just have so much fun. I just feel like every time you go to a Pinups on Tour show, it's like the audience is like family. Like by the end of it, it's like family. Like you're just welcomed in with open arms, even if you don't have any military connection. It's like your family now. So absolutely. I love that.
Didn't you have like a funny road trip story that you were talking to me about the other day?
Yes. So February of last year, we were on tour through Carson City and Reno, and that area had an unprecedented amount of snowfall. And growing up in LA, I've never seen snow chains in my life. And the snow chains that we got were just too tight for our van tires. And we were trying to make it to our hospital visit, and we pulled off the side of the freeway. I think it was the 80. And Becky and I are outside in the snow, just trying. Our fingers are turning numb, and they're purple, and we're just trying to figure out these chains. And Carly and Kathleen were walking up the side of the freeway to try to find people to help us.
Oh. And somebody stopped, right? Somebody helped you guys out?
Yes, they found someone to help us, but we were definitely nervous watching them walk just around on the freeway.
On their side of the road. I love it because like all these people involved in this tour are all warm weather people. Like nobody in that whole area has grown up like in the snow. Well,
Yeah.
I love it, and I hope you have many more fun stories and memories to share with us as we move forward. But before I leave you, I just wanted to say, where can they find you on social media?
Yes, you can find me on Instagram at Miss Violet on the Rocks, Miss spelled MISS, and Violet on the Rocks.
Perfect. Well, thanks for joining us, Violet. It's always so good to see you. Happy 5 years. You earned it.
Happy 5 years. Happy anniversary. Thank you, guys.
Bye.
Bye.
I love it, you guys. Well, thank you guys for hanging out with us. We had so many amazing performers here that we actually, they couldn't be with us live from their living room, but they submitted videos. So we are going to do a little montage of some incredible videos with different talents that we have with Pinups on Tour. Starting out with the first one. And I want to tell you guys, stick around. We're going to announce the winner at the very end of the show. And we're also going to end our show out like we always do with some incredible branch songs. So stick around. Cheers. And I hope you enjoy the rest of it. We'll be in the comment section if you want to comment to us.
The French are glad to die for love. They delight in fighting to lose. But I prefer a man who lives and gives expensive jewels. A kiss on the hand may be quite continental, but diamonds are a girl's best friend. A kiss may be grand, but it won't pay the rent hole on your humble flat, or help you at the automat. Men grow cold as girls grow old, and we all lose our charms in the end. But square cut or pear shape, these rocks don't lose their shape. Diamonds are a girl's best friend. Tiffany, Cartier, Black Star, Frost, Gorm. Talk to me, Harry Winston, tell me all about it. There may come a time when a lass needs a lawyer, but diamonds are a girl's best friend. There may come a time when a hard-boiled employer thinks you're awful nice, but get that ice or else no dice. He's your guy when stocks are high, but beware when they start to descend. It's then that those louses go back to their spouses. Diamonds are a girl's best friend. I've heard of affairs that are strictly platonic, but diamonds are a girl's best friend. And I think affairs that you must keep Masonic are better bets. If little pets get big bad gets, time rolls on and youth is gone, and you can't straighten up when you bend. But stiff back or stiff knees, you stand straight at Tiffany's. Diamonds. I don't mean rhinestones, but diamonds are a girl's best friend.
Hello, everyone. I'm Quarantini, and I've been singing with Pinups on Tour since 2018. So I'm here to wish a happy 5th anniversary to Pinups on Tour, or 5th birthday. And cheers to all of you out there celebrating this, as well as supporting the arts and supporting our veterans. I'm just a little girl from Little Rock. We lived on the wrong side of the tracks, but a gentleman took me out one night, and after he taught me wrong from right, we moved to the right side of the tracks. Then someone broke my heart in Little Rock, and I up and left old Arkansas. Like a little lost lamb, I roamed about till I came to New York, and I found out the one you call your daddy ain't your pa. I was young and determined, I was wine and dined and ermined. Every night opportunity would knock. And one of these days in my fancy clothes, I'm going back home to thumb my nose at the one who done me wrong. The one who done me wrong. The one who done me wrong in Little Rock. I'm just a little girl from Little Rock. So here's some advice I'd like to share. Find a gentleman who is shy or bold, or short, or tall, or young, or old. As long as the guy's a millionaire. For a kid from a small street, I did very well in Wall Street, though I never bought a share of stock. And one of these days I've got it planned, I'm going back home to shake the hand of the one who done me wrong. The one who done me wrong. The one who done me wrong. In Little Rock.
Well, hello. This is Kathleen here, and I wanted to say happy anniversary to Pinups on Tour. I've had an amazing time the last couple years performing around the country with some seriously talented singers and dancers and comedians, and especially meeting all of our amazing veterans and supporters. Thank you so much for being an audience today, and I hope you enjoy the Quarantini. Ooh, that's strong. Who made that? Oh yeah, I did.
Mr. Governor, I'm all alone. Please lift your order to stay at home. I miss my friends and I miss working, but I know that COVID is out there lurking. I'm waiting inside at my home. I talk to people, but on my phone, it's not as bad as it seems. I'll just lay back and daydream. All the people, where did they go? Up in the trees or covered with snow. I hope they're safe and cozy right now. And maybe for a treat they'll order takeout. One thing that I now know, this unifies us, we're not alone. The whole world's feeling the same, stuck inside from COVID-19. Ladies and gentlemen, I invite you to reminisce on the good old days with me. Oh, like when it took 45 minutes to drive 10 miles down the 405 on a Monday afternoon. Oh, or when we waited 30 minutes in line at the drive-thru for In-N-Out just to get a grilled cheese. And then you'd sit there with your window down and the exhaust from 20 cars blowing into your nose. But you'd be watching the California sunset, so it'd all be worth it. Or my personal favorite, spending the day at the DMV. For now, it's pretty great. We get to relax and do nothing until you are next to me. I'll just see you through my screen.
Hey, I know this sounds kind of weird, but happy quarantine.
My baby's got a bathtub full of moonshine. In the backwoods doing bad things. Rain clouds gather as the moon climbs. Getting dark, so we'll see what that brings. Now you hear the floorboards creaking like some old bones, howling like a wolf pack hunting. I can feel the old stones underneath the floorboards moaning like a cold storm coming. It's such strange weather whenever we're together. My baby's got hot boy and a washtub full of gin. It's such strange weather whenever we're together. Come around and put the top down and let the moon shine in.
Thank you, Pinups on Tour, and happy anniversary. I'm so happy to do this with you all tonight, and I hope you all have a great day. And again, happy anniversary.
I was gonna clean my room until I got high. Was gonna get up and find a broom, but then I got high. My room is still messed up, and I know why. Because I got high, because I got high, because I got high. I was gonna go to class before I got high. I could have cheated and I could have passed, but then I got high. I'm taking it next semester, and I know why. Because I got high, because I got high, because I got high. I was gonna go to work, but then I got high. I just got a new promotion, but I got high. Now I'm selling dope, and I know why. wasn't gonna run from the cops, but I was high. Was gonna pull right over and stop, but I was high. Now I'm a paraplegic, and I know why. Cause I got high, cause I got high, cause I got high. I was gonna make love to you, but then I got high. I was gonna eat your pussy too, but then I got high. Now I'm jacking off, and I know why. Because I got high, because I got high, because I got high. I messed up my entire life because I got high. I lost my kids and my wife because I got high. Now I'm sleeping on the sidewalk and I know why. Because I got high, because I got high, because I got high. I can't take it anymore. Because I got high, because I got high, because I got high. Because I got high, because I got high, because I got high.
Hey, Pinups on Tour. Happy anniversary. Siren Noir here. Congratulations on 5 whole years of bringing smiles to veterans. I'm so grateful that I've been able to be a part of this wonderful organization. And thank you so much for allowing me to join you here. You know, unprecedented times where we're phone calling in to wish veterans a good day. But I'm so glad that we're still able to do it. Unfortunately, I'm also stuck here in quarantine and I've just been, lounging around, not taking care of myself, just slumming it up. And, I'm so glad that I got this opportunity to say hello and just wish you guys a wonderful 5-year anniversary. Have a great day. Have a great night and enjoy the party.
What a beautiful day. Oh, hey friends, it's me, Frank Quarantino. Since I have you here, I would love to sing a song for you. One of my favorite songs, in fact. If you know the words, please sing along, because this one's very near and dear to my heart. Fly me to the moon, let me play among the stars. Let me see what spring is like with my mask on from afar. In other words, please wash your hands. The flattened curves, baby, don't kiss me. Fill my heart with song, let me sing forevermore. Your health is all I long for, all I worship and adore. To flatten curves, let's dream on Zoom. How does this work? I'll get you on Zoom. To flatten curves, I'll avoid you. Oh, you know what? In fact, maybe I should put this on. Just to be safe. Over that quarantine beard, that works. Good, isn't it? I'm gonna do a big bit. Well, I'm inside, it's okay. That's a good martini. One more pump. On to everybody. Next verse, sing along with me. Fill my heart with song, Let me sing forevermore. Your health is all I long for, all I worship and pray for. To flatten the curve, avoid the food. Let's flatten the curve. Let's flatten that curve. 'Cause I love you. Well, hope you guys enjoyed it as much as I did. Free in and makes it a little easier to sing. Cheers.
With the wild to yonder, time, here they come, here the sweet come, coming out of joy, give them a time. Down the yard, sing from under, on high, here the rain, you the sound, when I'm talking you and their noise. Over hill, without it to doctor's man, as I go in town here, shout, counter on the side, as I get on the road. For a time I believe in the utility, shout out and I'll birds obey my voice. On that night of joy, singing to the fall, and still singing once more. You is our night, our name, our glory too. To fight and save or fight and fight, I will not argue you. From the home our marches to the shores of your we will fight our nation's battle on the land and in our sea. We will fight for rights and freedom and keep our liberty. Now proud to make our title of United States
right, guys. Thank you guys so much for joining us for Quarantini. I just wanted to say a special thank you to all of our veterans and active duty service members. You guys are really the reason why we all do what we do. And I can't tell you enough. Just a huge thank you to all of you guys. If you guys do want to make a donation, Julia didn't say, we actually don't have any sponsors. Nobody sponsors our show. We actually just go off of the goodwill of our audience members, and our audience members have been really generous to this date. So if you guys have it in your heart and your pocketbook and you're able to make a donation, you guys can do that through Facebook and through our Pinups on Tour. And if you guys know of a hospital or a VA hospital, or a state home, like, reach out to us. Make sure you guys follow our social media on Instagram at Pinups on Tour as well. It has been my pleasure hosting this show tonight, as it is every show with Pinups on Tour. My name is Jessie Bell. I've been your host. That's how you can follow me too on the social media by that name. And I hope you guys have an amazing rest of the week. God bless. And I just wanted to say happy Quarantini. God bless America. You're in our hearts and prayers. And thank you so much for your service. I will be having them Facebook DM whoever the winner is, so you guys will know. Thank you for coming out and playing with Pinups on Tour. Cheers to 5 more beautiful years and many more. God bless, guys. Have a good night. Bye-bye.